Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, Tariq, this episode just kind of stops in its track. There's like two different storylines going on. I felt like...
This is the most... I feel like they tried to give us an explanation of what was going on more. I feel like this was one of the episodes where they tried to actually explain the details of stuff, but it's so... The show, I think, again, because this goes back to what we said before about, like, how this show was supposed to be we're not doing everybody's, multiple Kamen Riders in this one, it's not going to be like that. But that changed, and I think fundamentally the show is changing as it goes, because that happens, right?
Right, hey, look, writers behind the scenes are also constantly updating the show, right? Based on real world events and stuff that's happening, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
but this show is now fighting with itself tonally between focusing on the new things that it's talked about or trying to be the old show that it was.
Right? Yeah, I just think it's funny how it actually felt like a SpongeBob episode, how SpongeBob episode are always divided into two halves. There's the A story, not an actual A and B story, but the A segment, and then the second story
I would say it's
right?
more like, yeah, but there's also, a bunch of shows are like that. I would say it's kind of more like, what's it called? Adventure Time, where one episode, like one 15-minute episode, like at a part, is like, oh, we're walking through the forest and we're having fun and we're going on a whimsical adventure. And the next half is, the devil is here and I'm going to kill you and I've taken your soul and everyone that you know is dead, and actually I'm the crazy old guy who says silly things, is a sad guy from the past that took on a crown in order to take care of a little girl before she became a vampire.
Yeah.
Like that is the tonal shift that is happening, right? Because for whatever reason, right, we start off with the very important moment of Sabimaru and Renge helping out around the restaurant, but Why?
Yeah.
Why?
No, like I said, going back to how like I said, I don't understand these two characters and their place within the show or this universe, right? Are they right? Because we're like they're definitely adult, like in their 20s or something.
That's what it should. It's right? What it seems like it should be.
Right, and that they're hanging out with high school kids, because they don't have anything else to do, and you're like thinking, hey, man. Because Reggie is constantly on the fact on her entire career has been like, boy, I really need to make rent. Rent is due.
I gotta get paid, me, right? and I gotta get paid now.
Right, and she is desperately on the hunt for any way to get more money.
Right. And Sabimaru is good with computers and has social anxiety. That's pretty much his whole bit.
Right. Exactly. But they're, I guess, are they? I don't know if they're even being paid right now to be working at the.
They might be there's so many things about the Alchemy Alliance or Academy that isn't really made clear, that adds the problem, because were there dorms that they lived in? Did they have school funded housing, or did they just live on their own?
Were they paying tuition? Right? Right. What's going on over there? Right? Yeah.
But anyway, so they might be getting a cake, or they might be getting, I don't know, 1,000 yen an hour, right?
Hey, look! What do you mean? Look! Their employer said, "Hey, look! Here you go. Here's a cake for all your hard work."
Yeah,
you know, right?
we're all a family here at Kitchen Ichinose, okay?
Yeah.
But also I guess it's important because it tells us, oh, why isn't Hotaru helping? I don't care, actually. And they're just like, oh, he's so tired. And I started thinking, like, have we told the mom anything about this? I'm like, no, we still haven't told her anything about this. So her son is just, like, narcoleptically passing out, coming home with his friends, unconscious, and they're like, yeah, he's fine, he just, he needs to take a nap, don't worry about it, he might sleep for 1, 2...
Yeah, he had a busy day at school,
yeah,
you know.
He'll have to sleep for 1, 2, maybe 6 hours every, even though it's only been, like, he's only been awake for, like, 3 hours. It just happened. It's okay.
That's just the Japanese school life, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting ready for the future, right? This is the salaryman experience he's going through, right?
Oh, it's the salaryman experience. Oh boy, yeah. I mean, that's why it's a train, because he's gonna have to take the train when he becomes a salaryman. That boy is not going to become a salaryman. That boy is going to be lucky if he's a fry cook. Speaking of men that will be lucky, boy, did you think that for a second that they were trying to create a ship between Lachesis and Minato for a second?
Yeah, boy. Once again, look, I understand she realized she's finally being raised in a very problematic family situation, and that she wants to get out. But I was like, man, this is very weird.
Yeah.
Like, once again, going back to how, hey, look, I understand she's supposed to be 1,000 years old or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, something.
But I was like, man, your appearance is still that of like a young adult,
Yeah.
And Minato it's definitely in its
So
a teacher.
Hold on. So that brings up the question that
I don't like this Jenna Ortega more short.
Well, okay,
moment.
Well, hold on. I think because for totally on the up and up reasons, I just wanted to check, because I did this before when we got to, like, the sisters in the beginning. I was like, what the fuck is this deal, like, why is this actual child here? I looked up the actors' ages, right? And I said this before, that Atropos is like, I don't know, 8 or something, or 10.
Yeah,
right?
A little child actress, right? Yeah.
Clotho, punchy swing one, is like in her early 30s, I think, maybe mid 30s.
Okay.
And Lachesis is like, I want to say 24 or something, 25 maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So she's like, the actress is in real life like the same age as like Spawner, right? And that's the ship that we've been seeing, like, that they've been trying to push, right?
Yeah, that's what they've been hitting on, like, oh boy, hey, Spawner, you want to become my little dog?
Bark, lick my feet, I'm gonna step on you with my heel,
in a collar and everything,
yeah.
I'm like, hey, please, this is a public.
Yeah, this is for children.
I respect people and their things, right? But hey,
children are watching.
You guys have a bedroom.
Yeah, children are watching, and we don't need to do this.
Reason, right?
Yeah.
Hey, don't do this outside, Hey, look, I respect your lifestyle choices,
Yeah.
Hey, look, if you want to dress up as a dog,
Yeah.
Hey,
you just don't just leave your litter box at home, okay?
Yeah, right. Look, no one wants to see it here, right? Do it at home, right?
So I just want to point out, though. So according to the actual official Kamen Rider official, Minato's canonical age is 34.
Okay. Okay.
And the actor, also 34. I mean, they're not doing crazy fucking things there.
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
So it's not as bad as the Jenna Ortega like thing. It's still uncomfortable for a second. It's very like I had this moment with some of Molly. I mean, there are some friends that Molly and I have where we were talking about how one of their boyfriends tried to get them to watch GTO, and then they were like, this is really creepy because he's like says actively that he's 22 years old and he's perving on high school girls that are actively his students, and it's like, yeah, it definitely hits different when you're older and you think about that a little bit more. Yeah, I can get why you didn't like that. That makes sense. You're valid in that. I like GTO, and also, there are problems.
Right.
It doesn't help the fact that...
Hey, we probably should mention,
yeah, it's episode...
Hey, it's Kamen Rider Gotchard,
yeah.
episode 20. I probably should mention that at some point. Hey, episode 26, Thwart Malice, Jet Black Wind. Sure, okay, yeah, I guess we'll call it that episode. Sure, hey, look, I got a lot of problems with the wind, this episode, right?
Yeah, sometimes the wind is a little too jet black, in my opinion. But we'll get to that.
Right?
Anyway, there's a fucking exchange on the rooftop, and
yeah, boy. Look, is this the school's rooftop? This is not the school's rooftop. This is a random Japanese
I want to
rooftop,
believe
right?
that it is. I want to believe that it is just randomly the school's.
Man, I really hope it's still the school rooftop, and expect that I assume this is probably a school day, Well, so there's just like this battle going on.
Do you think it's a school day? Because I mean, look, okay, if we're talking about the actual school, if we're talking about the actual school,
the real school,
the real school,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically,
wouldn't
it? I mean, shouldn't they actually be starting a new semester soon? Would they have like a break, or would they just go into? Man, I don't understand Japanese schools, because I know that their school year starts in the spring, like a reasonable world where that's how it should go. And that their summer break is in the middle of their year, but like,
right?
I think around now, or like, is the time in which the turnover from one school year to the next school year happens. So I don't know if the school is... It could be the school's building, but the school isn't in use right now. Because we haven't seen... We haven't seen Hotaro or Rine in class since Minato left initially, and that was a few episodes ago.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But yeah. I just think it's funny that this happened in the school building, right? It's like, hey, look, look. The fact that, like, hey, look, I need a place to think. I guess I'll go back to school to think.
Yeah, it's the only. Luckily, right? I can hang out in this unoccupied space, and nobody will think to find me here. Oh wait, I don't even have the dread driver anymore. This bitch with a sword came after me. Oh, wait, she's just, actually, having, like, a breakdown, and, oh, wow, ma'am, I understand that you're of age. Again, I just double-checked it. The actress, 24. So, there's actually an exact 10-year age difference between these two actors, and it's like, listen, especially, hey, look, I'm in a relationship with an age difference. I understand that happens. The 10-year age gap between 24 and 34, not the craziest, but I don't know who's in the wrong here if they were trying to make this a ship, because, again...
Also, I don't think these characters have ever interacted enough, right?
They had that, like, keep having these, like, offhand, like, backdoor, like, talkings that, like, we just get hinted to that they're talking and, like, scheming, and that, like, Minato's, like, been bringing her in, like, to the fold, because she's like, ooh, hey, you got a plan, don't you? You're trying to fuck around. Hey, can you get me out of here? But anyway, of course, luckily, abusive families are abusive, and they go, nope, hey, you don't get out of the cult this way. You're staying in the cult. Blood in, blood out, bitch.
Yeah. Right.
And now, I will say, we finally get to have we're finally having a real historic moment come from Kamen Rider Gotchard. Is Atropos, at least the actress, the youngest character to transform into a full-ass adult Kamen Rider, right? Because
to like a human-sized Kamen Rider, right?
Yeah.
Not to like a chibi
Nope.
Kamen Rider.
Completely. Yeah.
Fuck. So let's see. So the only ones I know of where hold on, did it in the Deno movie when
So
he traveled
this
back in
is what I
time?
was thinking. So you're thinking of the future Deno, right?
Yeah.
So I think he's I think, if I remember, did they?
Oh wait! Oh no!
I think he's supposed to be like a teenager, and I don't know if there was.
Yeah,
I don't remember if there
up,
actually was a. Was there an actual actor for that suit, or did they just?
Yep, I found it. It is it is a little child in this suit. I found it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. I can't tell if they're doing camera work or if this is an actual Rider suit. Let's see. It might be a smaller suit because I know that they. I know that during COVID, right, there is like this really, really random special with Deno where this was just straight up a Momotaro adventure where he traveled, where it was just like a random OVA episode where he helped like this little girl go over the grief of her dead mom, and by having her transfer into a Kamen Rider, right? I don't know if you remember this.
Wait,
this was a
what
thing
was
that
this?
happened during COVID.
Wait, what was it? What was the thing for?
Oh man, dude, I
No, I literally zoned out for a sec because I was answering a text message. What the fuck was it?
Oh, okay. It's like during COVID, how they were like this weird Deno special that only starred Deno that had like no correlation or connection to any other
with
media
Momotaro
at that time.
it was because they
like listening. I remember this, right?
Yeah,
this was extremely random. I can't.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember that being a thing.
Yeah,
that
this
I saw
literally came out during the middle of COVID. This was just like a random OVA that had no meaning or anything. They just said, "Yeah, this is funny." Because I know this was an actual little kid. They made a little Deno outfit for this actress to wear for her fight sequence. You know.
Yeah,
right.
It's okay. So, yeah, Pretty Deno. She was 10 years old. Kotaro, Mini Deno, who does not transform into a full size Kamen Rider, right?
Yeah,
he's 11. And let's see. I need it to be on record that I'm looking at this child's age for the purpose
it might be they've only ever had child. Yeah, I think every time ever had a child appear in Kamen Rider they ever had a child in Kamen Rider that transforms into a Kamen Rider. They have actually made like little chibi suits, little child-sized suits for the child actor to wear. But briefly for like a few seconds due to I have to assume very, very strict Japanese labor law of putting a children in a suit. It's like, hey, jump around.
So
you know.
Yeah, so the actress that plays Atropos is not even, she will turn 10 this year.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's very funny because again, she's supposed to be like the leader of them because she's secretly they're all secretly hundreds of thousands of years old, right?
Yeah, she's the oldest sister,
but,
right? That's
I get that she's
the
the leader, but it would have been so much funnier if we just got a Chibi Dread.
Oh no, I was hoping it was a Chibi Dread. I was putting my money on. I really want to see a little stupid little Chibi Dread suit, like a little child-sized dread suit, right?
But if we've learned anything from fucking,
we pull a Power Rangers Turbo, right?
Yeah, you got big. You got big, just like,
yeah.
Fuck, what was the kid's name? I always forget the kid's name.
Justin?
Oh, yeah,
right?
Justin, yeah. And then he got bullied on the internet, it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, there was something real funny that happened like a few years ago. He got into an argument with a meme.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. When he got bullied on the internet, it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, no, I really did. They did not give Andros her own little Kamen Rider suit, you know?
Yeah.
Right. But boy, but speaking of like everyone just being here, I don't know where the fuck Spotter came.
Somehow he also came from the came through the stairwell, right? Comes out of the
from the shadow of the doors.
Like,
you know, he appeared.
Did he see this happening from the street level and decided that the fastest way was to run untransformed up the stairs for like 5 flights of stairs?
Right. Or do you think he was secretly falling? All right, so now Katos, Lachesis came out the doorway.
I mean, technically he did say that he was just here for Minato. So I mean, if he was tailing him, sure, okay, right? That could be fine. It's a little late in whatever his tail is on him to do anything about it. But sure, he jumps in, tries to fight. I will also say, it's funny to me that Atropos, again, with the idea that she's supposed to be, like, the leader, doesn't make the strategic decision to go, I should probably just kill him right now, right? I should probably just kill Valvarad right now because we know for a fact that Dread Type 1 is stronger than either of the other 2 Kamen Riders can handle on their own, right? She could have just killed. She probably could have beaten Valvarad, but when she has the advantage numerically, she just dips. Very weird to me. Just the show doesn't know what to do with its characters.
Man, that was your report. Man, my report is once again going back to how I don't like the alchemy.
Apparently you can travel through water.
It doesn't feel like alchemy.
Yeah.
I was like, what the? Can it always do this?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
I transmuted myself into water. He used the Wonder Twins power, and became used form of a puddle and swam into the plumbing.
I don't understand what is. At this point, it should just be. I don't know why. I don't even understand the alchemy.
It could have just been magic. They could have just said magic. They could have just said magic.
All he could have just done was hey, why don't just throw the water at them, get them a little wet,
or done
get it in their eyes.
Bibbidi boo, stick to my loo. I've done a spell on you.
Stairs. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, everyone is already running up these stairs, you might as well just run down the stairs too, right? Hey, if you think about it, the only person who had to go up and down the stairs was Spotter, right? Because
Also, hold on. The funnier thing, I think the funnier thing would be if Clotho and Atropos are just so stupid that Minato did just splash the water down as a smoke bomb and just ran real fucking fast over to the door behind where they couldn't see him, and they just went, oh, he's gone, damn, we'll have to try again.
I also think it's funny how once again, it's something where everyone just runs off in random directions where it doesn't make sense when you think about it. There's only one entrance, right? It's just the door, right? But everyone decides to exit through a completely different way.
Everybody goes different places. Yep.
Right. In a closed off area with only one exit and one exit where the exit is the entrance, right?
Yeah.
I just think it's funny how everyone just runs off in this episode, or at least in this fight scene, to this point where Spotter is just by himself. It's sure. Going back to look, he didn't think this through. He's just okay, I guess that happened.
Yeah. Okay. Right? Well, they're all gone. I didn't tell anybody that I was doing this. I didn't bring backup. I didn't secure the escape routes. Yeah. And then we cut back to anyway at the kitchen. Hotaro is.
Should we take him to our house? Look, should his mom be concerned about him?
He seems incredibly.
Can I take him?
It's also funny because, all things considered, he's definitely exhibiting all the symptoms of Lyme disease, right? She's have you kids been playing in any forests lately? Maybe. You've been hunting dinosaurs again? Maybe. Did you get bitten by a fucking deer tick? Maybe. The boy's got fucking fleas, okay? The boy's got Lyme disease. He's gonna die, right?
Yeah, he does that. This is not even like, oh yeah, he's just a little tired.
He's just a little sleepy. It's like,
unwell.
he does not, sleep. I've seen my son sleepy. I'm not an idiot. This looks like he's dying.
He does that. You can actually, I'm rewatching this, and there's literally a point where the camera, we cut to his face, right, as he's like, and he's actually making faces of distress. Like, he looks like he's actually injured. And the fact that everyone is like, the mom is like 2 feet away from him, watching, he's like, okay, I guess you guys were just, you kids and your roughhousing, and your adventures,
Yeah, his
right?
mom is not good at... It turns out that Rine's dad isn't the only negligent parent here. Boy, the things I have to say about Rine's dad in this episode are fucking wild. But anyway,
But don't worry, we cut to Garia and his master plan of, by the evidence I don't understand what the fuck his master plan. They keep talking about this door of darkness in the show, but the fact that we know literally nothing about the door of darkness, what it does, right? What's its intent are, like, we just know that there's a door, right? This door of darkness.
We don't know what happens when the door of darkness opens. We don't know if there's something. Is he trying to release something from the door of darkness? Is he trying to get something from the door of darkness? Is
he trying to enter? And what's on the other side of the door of the darkness? Right? Right? It's just so confusing how like Garrett has like this big master plan, and we, the audience, are supposed to be invested. We know nothing. Like there's actually no stake.
Well, that's that's the thing, right? At least this episode, right? They finally explained. Okay, once I have all 10 of the level 10 cards, I'll be able to open the door of darkness. Okay. So was
that a plot point?
So that I'm just saying. Okay. Right? So that's a thing. That's a thing. What is the door of darkness? And they still don't fucking explain it. It's just they just keep saying it's the thing that Garion wanted to open. That in itself does not make a thing terrifying, okay? Garion probably also wants to eat, like, a banana. That doesn't mean that I'm scared of him getting a banana.
It's also all of a sudden the level 10 chemis. I was like, I thought we had to go after the 101 chemis.
Yeah.
But are they not relevant now?
I guess he's got all the other chemis he needs.
Why are we? So if Garion's plan is to only want the level 10 chemis, why the fuck do we care about any other chemis?
I guess he needed the other chemis too to fill in his sheet.
But it's all irrelevant.
Yeah.
He like says that, I only need level 10, It's like, why have you been catching all these other...
Also, he apparently had one of the most powerful one of the 2 primordial chemis inside of his Rubik's Cube this entire time.
Yeah,
which implies that there were chemis that weren't part of the collection of chemis that Rine's dad lost in the beginning. There are, at the very least, this chemi that has been existing in Garion's possession this entire time. So it actually wasn't... So either it wasn't 101 chemis that went out, or there's more than 101 chemis. Those are literally the only 2 answers there.
Yeah. Also, I'll say the fact that it took like, I never could be able to control until trading cards came out. Right?
Luckily, I can make it submit.
Yeah, but not thanks to trading card technology.
Yeah, with the power of cardboard and paint.
Right? Yeah. Look. Why does it have a barcode at the bottom? Hey, look! Don't ask that question. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right?
Shit has what it has to have.
This is how it contains. Yeah, right. This is how containing this chemi, right? Yeah. But yeah, look, it's the Dragonolus.
Yeah.
Dragantus.
Well, what is it? Dragonalos. Dragonalos.
Yeah,
Dragonalos.
Right,
I'm gonna say Dragonalos.
Sure. Yeah. Look, he has 9 out of 10. All right.
Yeah.
Go get the.
And then he's going to use he's going to use number 9 to get the 10th. And then we're cutting again to what appears to be Spawner and his mentor / teacher / adoptive mother eating what looks like the rawest meat I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, I had to do a double. I wasn't sure if they were eating salmon, right, or what the fuck.
I was like, it could be. It could be, but it really. I feel like I'm looking at like a very...
Oh, no, I thought they were eating literal raw meat.
Yeah,
right?
it looks
this thing is really pink.
raw. Like, barely, like, braised on the top and then sliced.
Also, Kyoka knows about Garyon's big plan of... Oh, yeah, by the way, he's trying to collect all the level 10 chemis. I feel like, once again, going back to that, how no one in this show knows what the plot is to this show, right? I feel like, oh yeah, but she's the fact that she just stayed up at a lunch, like during a lunchtime, you know, like, hey, you want to get lunch, you know? And by the way, wow, since we're here at lunch, let me tell you about the big bad plan.
Yeah.
You know, right? By the way, there's also, hey, so speaking of what you said about the primordial chemis, yeah, but there's just a primordial chemi that we never told you about.
There are two primordial. There are apparently two chemis that made all the other chemis, like Adam and Eve, that they're the reason why chemis exist. It's always been them. They've been here since the dawn of time. They made all the other chemis. They're the reason why the system exists. What the fuck? Sure.
Yeah, this is what a crazy thing to drop like during like I bet Smart was just thinking about this like, oh sweet, I guess I'll try French food.
Also,
I mean, she's offering and paying.
Also, hold on. Here's the thing, right? So here's the thing, right? So Garion had the Dragonalos chemi trapped in his Rubik's Cube, right? Do you think that he had, like, do you think that what's it called? Geismagorm?
Gaillard?
That's a
Gaillard.
Gaillard? Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Do you think that like, Kemi has just been at this, like, museum, has just been traveling wherever the fuck it wants, making pictures of the world because that's what it's destined to do as a Kemi? Right? Because it's fully, like, it has fully ingrained itself as, like, the, as part of this globe in front of this museum, where when it leaves there eventually, it takes the half of the image of the globe away from it, which means that there was, at some point, people were commissioned to painted the top half, and then came back the next day, and the bottom half was already done, and they went, well, guess someone just stole my labor, gonna have to call the union and sue. Like, that's the only thing that I can understand from that.
Yeah. All right. I don't understand like how long this guy so I have to assume, right, like I don't understand how the level 10 chemis in the show actually work, because the way it makes it seem like these level 10 has just been living in our world. Like I think this is like an Avatar situation, you know, right? Like how like the high-ranking spirits, right? You know, the moon and the fish spirit, they decide to live in our world.
Yeah.
So I have to assume all the level 10 chemis have always been existing in our world, right? Since
I don't know about that, because the T-Rex would have eaten a lot more people if it was still walking around.
You're right. Maybe it's just really weird, right? How these chemis are just chilling, right? Like I don't know where how long Gaia has been living in our planet, in our reality, right? You know, if it's supposed to be one of the ancient, like the actual most ancient of all chemis, you know, right? It's not. By the way, Gaia is part of the cosmic chemi line, I believe, but it is not part of the ancient chemi, it is an ancient chemi.
It is literally one of the two most ancient chemis. It is the Earth.
But it's not part of the ancient chemi line.
Nope.
Because I think ancient and cosmic are two different chemi categories,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's very strange. The fantasy one is also fucking just a loose.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah. So the Dragons is part of the fantastic chemi line.
Right. Yeah.
But But is that part of the fact that there's an ancient chemi line and both of these two chemis, literal ancient chemis, are not part of that line? I think it's real funny for me. You know, right? It's like, oh, I guess, sure, you know. Right. But yeah.
Anyway, they show up. I'm like 90% certain that this.
Get to the hospital.
Yeah, 90%. Yeah, 90% certain that this museum also is the same place that they filmed all the like JAXA stuff in Forza, but I could be wrong. Like the space place. But, yeah. Anyway, everybody goes to fight the Dragonalos so he can't steal the Gaillard, and sure, as
Yeah, the fact that he steals it too, right? I thought they were gonna actually spend like a little bit fighting over, but no, he steals it right away.
Yep.
And once again, he should just leave. Just leave. You don't.
Yeah, you don't need to fight
You
at this point. I mean, he did.
Literally completed the mission.
Okay, well, he did say the last thing that we need though is the Gotchard driver. Which still, again, we're making up these rules as it goes, as far as what we're doing with this stupid fucking door, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Right. Hey, but here's the thing: is Spotter driver a Gotchard driver? Right?
Oh, I thought that too, because again, we're gonna get to a point with another driver, because all of these drivers are just the Gotchard driver, right? With the exception of the Dread driver,
yeah.
All of these drivers are just the Gotchard driver with another thing slapped onto it.
Yeah.
But
right.
At what point what makes the Gotchard driver different? What is the point? What is the reason why it's? I don't understand what the reason is for what it needs to do. It hasn't really been explained the exact significance of the driver, what makes it special.
Wasn't the reason it's the only way to get actually utilize the chemi power, right? Because we had that with Klothos, right? When she combined like a few episodes.
Oh,
she did two.
When she did a double amalgam and a triple amalgam and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Right, and like right, and like the whole point that chemi driver was that it actually what's it? Hey, going to alchemy, it actually filters or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Properly, you know. Mm-hmm.
Sure, I guess.
I think that's the point of the chemi driver, right? It's badly explained, right? And the only reason I remember because I remember that they did that one-off line.
Yeah.
You know, when they were fighting her, and after they did it, and I was like, wait, why are you guys impressed? You guys do it too. Why?
Yeah,
are
you do this all the time. Yeah, you literally every single one of your drivers requires 2 cards.
Yeah, right. Well, how is this a big shock for you to see another to see a person do it without the driver? I guess it's impressive to see another person without the driver do it. But the fact you already do it without, right? It should not be that shock.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
And then we get the big reveal of the episode. Again, this is the season where not everybody's going to be a rider. Hey, Dad, why are you here? Oh, I'm a Kamen Rider. For the second time in a row, well, no, for the third series in a row in Reiwa, a dad of another Kamen Rider has become a different Kamen Rider. It's not a Kiva situation where there's Kiva old and Kiva new. The dad actively becomes and uses the same belt as his daughter, which, mind you, the only way that they explained the whole belt situation is you should have watched the movie. The movie has the answer. That's where you get your answer. That's the only way you know. Okay, but if he had access to a driver, why did he get his ass kicked by the fucking sisters? I don't understand. Except for the other reveal that happens.
Building this driver?
Except for the other other reveal that happens at the end of this episode, I don't know what's real. Because we'll talk about it, but water people. Once again, I don't know what alchemy is. Turns out all the time I watched Full Metal Alchemist, I was wasted. I didn't learn a damn thing.
I've never gotten so fucking mad at a Kamen Rider name. Right until this moment.
What? He's Kamen Rider Wind.
Yeah. What a fucking lame ass.
Wind.
Like, I don't.
It also doesn't make sense considering. Okay, so it doesn't make sense considering the cards used to make his base form.
Yeah.
But assuming that it's a play on the fact that his name is Fuga, right? It's. Okay, there's the Fu and Fuga, so it's like wind. Okay, sure, I guess. And at the same time, why did you make it based off of your name? Literally nobody else's, even Hotaro's form isn't based on his name. He took a stupid catchphrase and made it his fucking Kamen Rider name. It doesn't really make sense for him to be he definitely has the kanji for wind in his name. So it is supposed to be a play on his name. But like
Oh, okay.
Nobody else has that going on. Spawner is not
No.
a Valve or Rad. He's not a radical dude. Majade is magician, I guess. You know, in Gotchard, as I said, is his stupid fucking catchphrase. But hey, that's the name. Let's get into the fucking form. This form would be really cool but boy, they have some kind of problem with gloss on this season. Like, they cannot make one single goddamn thing, one single goddamn armor suit that isn't reflective as fuck. And the giant fucking, vinyl cape does not help.
Yeah, boy. This suit looks like a hindrance to fighting. I don't know why he has this front cape thing in front of him. I feel like, man, this is definitely gonna get in the way of your fighting. The back cape was fine, right? The cape in the back, sure, it's expected at this point for a Kamen Rider to get a cape, you know? They like giving Kamen Rider capes now. That's the only way for you to show them to be cool, I guess.
To show you
right?
they're fine, they're super powered. They're the strongest.
Right, yeah. Right, the cape at the back is fine. Look, he has a little tassel, you know?
Sure.
Look, he has...
But
whatever.
He's got,
like I said,
huge shoulder pad. Yeah, the shoulder pad stuff,
are really bad.
Yeah. It doesn't help that, fucking... It's not even consistent all the way around. It's, just the cape parts that... Well, no, I guess it's... I'm looking at the armor, too, now. I'm looking at the, arm parts. It's vinyl all around. It is... so weird. It's like you took the Master Logos suit, the Kamen Rider, what was it, Durandal? Wait, was it Durandal or was it? I thought maybe that was.
Yeah, Durandal.
No, was it? Was that no Solomon? Durandal was Durandal was King Crimson. But Durandal. It looks like you took that suit and just put a gimp suit around it, wrapped a gimp suit around that suit. But hey, luckily he just has the completely normal powers of Bahamut, the Demon Dragon, and a fucking black hole. Why is there a Kemi that's a black hole? I understand, okay, you can have a UFO one.
It's part of the cosmic.
I understand why you could have a UFO one.
It's the cosmic Kemi, you know?
Okay, if there was a Kemi called... what was it? What was it? Fat Daddy and Little Boy? What the fuck were the name of the bombs?
Little Boy and, Little Boy and, and Fat Man.
Fat Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if there were two cards called, this is the Little Boy Kemi, it's a level 3, this is the Fat Man Kemi, it's a level 7. I'm sorry? We're just gonna combine the two nuclear bomb ones? I don't think that's a good idea, guys.
I mean, to be fair, at this point, also, the Kemi values is also meaningless, right? Because I still don't understand. Right?
I mean, he did a 1 and a 9, it's a 10, it added up to 10.
And no, I'm talking about their actual numbering on these.
Oh, yeah.
This is not an actual scale rating within the greater Kemi society.
Yeah, it feels like Bahamut should have been a higher level number. It does not make sense why it is a level 1.
Because I'm going through all the Kemis right now. I was like, most of these should not be at their current state of level.
If truly the ranking system of Kemis was made because of Dragonalos and Gaiard, that means that 10 is the zenith. That is the top. That is the pinnacle of Kemi power, and 1 should be nothing. Okay, let's go through the Kemis just real quick.
Oh man, you want to go to the Fantastic real quick? Let's look at the Fantastic to see who beats Bahamut, right?
Let's see, boy.
Let's see, okay, so... where the fuck is it? Let's see, so Bahamut is... Okay, Bahamut is 1. Alright, 2 is... Metatarus, right? It's a centaur. I don't think the centaur beats the dragon.
Wait. What are you talking? Oh, you mean for you're comparing Bahamut, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to find
and the Fantastic, right?
Yeah. I'm just trying to. I'm going to look at what else is level 1 in general, and what else is like level 9. But yeah, fuck. Give me that list. Okay, what else is in the Fantastic? We got. Okay, yeah. There's Macentauros. That I don't give a shit. Unicorn. Fuck that. Van Fenrir, well, hey, in Yu-Gi-Oh, very intimidating. Real life, Chemi life, doesn't matter. I will say, apparently Odin, the actual god Odin, is in here. That's insane. Also, Poseidon is in here. Two of these things are not like the other.
And Odin. Boy, I don't know also how you rank Poseidon higher than Odin. I feel like that's not my scales of God across myth. I would definitely not put Poseidon higher than Odin. Right on my on the tier list like that. Right. Yeah, that's really fucking weird. But yeah, hey look, Kamen Rider Wind. Not Wind, Hallelujah, our boy.
Nope, not Wind. It's different. Right? It's different when it has a D.
Yeah. Black Hole kicks the Dragolos.
Yeah.
Cabby, Yeah, but not the exciting battle like Evolt does.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
No, this is not Evolt.
Nope. It is not cool. It is not as cool as Evolt. But hey, we can't all be awesome.
Yeah, but he did it. Look, he got it. He got
with
it.
an alchemist driver that
he got
do not explain. He just has one because he has one, and oh man, we got 2 level X chemis back. Oh, that's great. Hey, maybe we could use that and oh hey wait, he just got stabbed in the back. He just got stabbed through the back through the chest.
It's so funny how he just gets stabbed in the back.
I mean, it was so like butter. And then he pulls the sword away, and this is when I started being suspicious, because knowing this show, it could have been anything. There could have been any reason for this. But I now know that I was right to be suspicious when he didn't bleed. He got stabbed through the chest, starts dying, and Garion takes the cards, and then, okay, sure. Garion says his whole, intimidating speech and tells him to leave, blah, 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 gets the cards, kicks an old man while he's down, and then dips, right? Rina is having this emotional moment where she's watching her father die. She's like, oh my god, you left before, and I finally came to terms with, oh, you did love me, you're not a traitor, you're actually a good guy. And then he just, looks up at them with the biggest, blackest eyes I've ever, pupils I've ever seen on a living human being that isn't actually possessed by a demon. And then he turns into digidust and then a puddle of water. And I went, what the fuck is happening? Do all alchemists die like that? Is that what happens when alchemists die? Oh.
Is this the side effect of the Alchemist Society?
Nope, it was all... No. Clearly, it was a body double made from alchemy. You can't break the taboo, you can't do human transmutation. You made a false human. What are you talking about? What? What the fuck?
This scene is also so badly paced, right? As well, Rita just is having this emotional moment, right? Her dad, right? At this point, she's still thinking this her dad. In his last dying breath, says, "By the way, go to the Ouroboros. That's where you'll fight Garia. Avenge me, my daughter."
I've opened a portal for you. Ride the train and go over there.
Turns to pudding. Right? And then, hey, good thing in Sabimaru's fucking tablet. Oh, by the way, that was a body double.
Yeah. Also, Spawner does not say this out loud. Oh wait, is it Spawner or is it the computer? I forget.
I think it was the computer, right, that says this out loud. Once again, right? then really just all of a sudden, right? Once again, I don't think she is processing this correct. She always, let's go. Let's really go
because,
to the
hey,
Ouroboros
maybe
world
the
right
Ouroboros world is where my real dad is. Or any one of any number of body doubles he's made with alchemy. Did I even ever know my real dad? Or was this a Naruto Boruto situation where I just keep getting raised by shadow clones?
It's like, man, like that's the thing, right? Once we actually meet up, right, with Rine's dad again, will he acknowledge everything that has happened up until, right? Is there like a shared sense
right, again, that was the only
on,
reason why it was kind of okay for Naruto to do that, because it's like, well, he does retain all the like information that the clones like process technically, so he'll be fine. But I don't know, man.
It's just, right, or as soon as he gonna see, like,
also, in theory, if he went to the Ouroboros realm, or Ouroboros world, that's where Fuga's supposed to be. If the clone was here, Fuga should be there back in the Ouroboros world, because that means that he didn't ever leave there. He is still there from when
he's trapped there, you know?
Right, but that means that, in theory, if he can make a belt and if he can make a driver and have chemis for his body double, he could have had a belt, like, driver and chemis for him to use to stop Garion. Like, if they were going to explain he has to stay there to guard he can't leave the Ouroboros world until he knows that Garion's been stopped and all the chemis have been recollected. Okay, that makes sense. But that's not what they're saying. They're just saying, your dad doesn't want to come home. He doesn't like you. He thinks you're smelly and your friends are gross. And he wants to... He's happy to have the silence. He's going to hang out with all of his weird, warped perspective balloons.
I don't understand this scene is so fucking rushed. All of a sudden, you know, and then like the fact that they end this, like the fact that all this is happening with like a 10-minute, right, like moment, you know, right, like within 10 minutes, you know, right, Rita saw her dad again, right, she saw that he could transfer to a cop, and then immediately watch him die, you know, the fact is, like, this is such a lame debut for a Kamen Rider as well, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right, for this guy, for him to show up, do his, like, finish it, they immediately dies. Like, oh, man. Wow, what a non-threatening Kamen Rider, right? That's the thing, right? Is Win just a lame Kamen Rider, or is Gara just that broken, you know?
Or is Wind only a lame Kamen Rider because he was made out of, water and, I'm gonna say, redstone? I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is in Minecraft, if you get 3 redstone blocks together and a bucket of water, you can apparently make a human.
Right. But yeah, it's really bad. But yeah, hell, next week, we're going to the Ouroboros dimension.
Yeah, hold on. And, I just want to do the math real quick. Okay. So, I just did the math real quick. Okay. I know how many chemis are being shown right now, and it is not 101. There are 5 rows, 13 columns.
Yep.
2 of them, the top column or the top row is missing 2 chemis. I'm assuming that's supposed to be, I would say Hopper 1 and 10 liner, but we know Hopper 1 is up there, and there's more chemis missing out there than just 2, right? Because there's Rene's 4, there's spawners like 4 or 6.
Wait. I just remember. Hold on. I forget. We have the production blog notes that actively shows who the fuck has a chemi at this point. Let's quickly pull that up. Oh, where the fuck is it? Let me quickly find it. Boop. All right. Let's quickly look at the production blog, that they put out.
Sure.
Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to post this. All right. Okay, I'll save that for a bit. All right, so boom. All right, let's go. Let's quickly look at this. Okay. Right, so this is all the cards that our crew has, right?
Yeah, okay. So Ichinose presently has
not counting.
Yeah, 10 liner and Steam liner are the same card. right? And he has Warp Terra. Rene has 3, it says, which that can't be right? Did she lose...
Yeah, no,
Did she lose Kerberos in the moon?
Yeah, remember when Warp Terror was going
around?
Oh,
yeah, Warp Terror took him. Okay. Yeah, so there's 5. Wait, no. Hotaro has 2, Rene has 3, that's 5, and then there's another 3 from Spawner. So there's 8, right? So that's 8 chemis. The amount of chemis that are shown here, accounting for the fact that there are 2 missing that are supposed to be there, but again, 13 intended columns, 5 rows. 13 times 5 is, 65, right? Then add the top row, which is the actual top row, which I'm assuming is the 5 of the level 10 chemis, and then the last bottom row, which is the other 5 level 10 chemis. So that's another 10, so that's 75. At maximum, even if they had those 2 chemi spots filled out, there would only be 75 chemis. And there would still be the 8 that they have, which only adds up to 83. There's still 19 unaccounted for chemis. No, wait. 18 unaccounted for chemis.
There's still 25 episodes left, you know? Who knows? Look, for all we know, in between episode 26 and episode 27, right? On their way from the Earth dimension to the Ouroboros, as they're traveling through the space-time, right? They can collect the 19 chemis, you know?
If the 18 chemis are revealed to be they're supposed to be the nega numbers. Ooh, they're negatives. Ooh, they're the most dangerous number of all. -10. Ooh.
That's also, by the way, hey, I'm really glad we have these production notes, right? Because once again, this is going back to how the story of the show makes no sense. The fact that these production notes has to explain to us the show's the plot. This is the plot of the show, by the way. This is not explained anywhere in the show for us.
Okay.
Outside of Garion's plan of I want the Door of Darkness.
Sure.
Right? So the reason why we need apparently the reason why we need Ichinose.
He's trying to cheat the door open. Sure. Okay. But here's the problem. I don't fucking care. What?
Like, this is the basis of his plan. We still don't know the reasoning of his plan, right? It is really bad. The fact that I'm only learning about this right now, right, through the production of the show, is insane, right? I had no idea that the original Gotchard driver was like the master key, you know, right? Oh yeah, you know, it turns out the door to darkness needs a literal key to open it, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's real bad. Right, about what's going on. Alright, so, hey, look, Tariq, as you know, hey, we are the only podcasters that, watches the form and rates the form.
Yeah.
Where do you want to put Kamen Rider Win, on our ranking, so far?
If... As is, I'd say... top tier is S, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it can sit at B. I'm okay with it being at B. I would have given it a C if A was top tier, but it's a third tier suit. If it wasn't as glossy and vinyl textured as it is, it would be cooler. But unfortunately, it is those things, and for that it loses points.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the big ass cape thingy it has. Right.
Yeah.
I think that thing makes him look very fucking lame, right? You know, right, because of it. So I would put him at C. As I would personally, I don't think he's that great. But hey, let's just quickly go through the last remaining forms, the theoretical forms that got revealed, so we get this over with.
We left off. We were about to go over Barrelesia. Fuck Barrelesia. That thing's disgusting. Absolutely not. It's got a bunch of tongues and umbrellas. I don't want to see that in my life. It's bad.
Yeah. Let's see. So, oh man, wait. Oh wait, did Morgan? Oh wait, fuck it. Okay, we're gonna save these. Oh my god, there's more. You know what?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, they updated with more force. Fuck
yeah,
that.
if you go on the wiki, it goes all the way.
It is real bad. Okay. Yeah, it's bad. Okay, we're just gonna do these 7 forms. All right. B Kaiser. I like this. This thing is cool as fuck.
Oh yeah.
I am
Kaiser Karras is awesome. It's Zabi.
I will put this as an S tier.
Yeah, that's an S tier.
This form is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how this form is so cool. Right?
It's also such because we're never seeing it. Karyudo Knight. I would honestly A or S tier. It's simple. It's clean. It looks cool. It's got weapons.
Yeah.
I'm assuming those axes that it wields. I'm hoping that they're not like just dangling around.
And look, it has fuzzy. Like I would put him as an A only because of the fuzzy of his fuzzy.
That is some Monster Hunter ass armor. That is some Monster Hunter ass armor.
Yeah.
Time Raptor is.
I would put him at A. I like that.
Time Raptor is silly. I don't. I don't.
It's pretty cool,
yeah, but it goes back to we only put designs in the top half, and the stuff that we are doing with the top half isn't that like stand out because we're doing gray and brown on black, so it's all just it's all just there. It's a very.
I would give Time Raptor an A for me. It's an A for me. I think it's very cool.
Okay. A makes sense. I'm good with A. I would probably give it a B just because it's boring, but sure.
Mm-hmm. Who next?
Are we just speedrunning these? Okay.
Yeah.
Ochi-chama.
Ochima.
Yeah, Ochi-chama. I think that's a S tier. I think it's S tier. S tier or A tier. Assuming that it shoots out. Let's see. What the fuck? It's Ojilacanth and Utsubo-chama. So, I think like Ojilacanth. Let's see. What's Ojilacanth? Yeah, is an ancient kemi based on Quailcanth. Shout out to Fish, Goaty. And then there's a pitcher plant. Okay, so it's a pitcher plant. So I'm going to assume that those cannons are supposed to be the pitcher plant's pitchers, and then it probably spits out like some...
I don't like that's on his shoulder. If these were on his back like a Blastoise situation, I would give it higher, but I think the fact that these are literally on his shoulders, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying...
Like shoulder cannons. Right, I would give this a C. I'm not a big fan of the plant. Pictures.
I'd give it an A. I could settle for B.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who do we got next?
Fairy Mammoth.
This is a Fairy Mammoth.
Boy, look.
I think this fairy looks real funny to me.
I think it
has a skirt. Is that?
Yeah.
Is that a skirt?
Yeah, it's like a blade skirt.
Right.
Here's the thing. So, color palette notwithstanding, right? Don't really care about... We just had Revice where the Kamen Rider was actively pink. It's fine, whatever. The problem is that I'm assuming from the side perspective of him, it would just look like he has an elephant mask on his arm. You don't see his actual, arms. So, it's too silly. I'm gonna give it a D.
Mm-hmm. I would give it a D. I'm not a big fan of this thing either, right? Maybe if I could get like a 360 of the suit, my opinions would change, right? I'm not sure if the elephant tusk is only on the front, like on his front of his body. Are they in the back? Is this like a full? Does he have like a full elephant head as his shoulder piece? I can't really tell because of that. So I would give this a D. Right?
Yeah.
Also, his blade fairy wing skirt looks really off for some reason. I don't know why. And it looks like it should not be there. So D. Gigat Zombie, man, what a cool looking form.
What a cool looking form that was definitely not left over for a possible form for fucking Buffa last season. Like, it's cool.
Man, well, I don't know any Kamen Rider buffer.
I only know Kamen Rider Zombie.
I know is Kamen Rider Zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what all the kids love. Yeah.
Yeah.
This definitely. Yeah. This is crazy how this actually looks like a saber. I mean, not a saber, like a Keats fucking form, right?
Yeah. So
what?
I mean, I think it's an easy A, if not more.
Yeah, I would give him high A, low S. You know,
Yeah.
right? I think this form looks really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shark Zombie, pretty good, pretty
Yeah.
good. And then
Angel Terra.
Last form we're trying. This is.
Which is, boy, that is.
Is this? Oh.
Nope. It's Angel Pterodactyl. It is Angel Warp Terra.
Yeah.
It would be fine if he didn't have the stupid goggles on top of it. Because we can see from this, there are different forms. Some of the forms don't have his stupid goggles. But this makes... And actually, if you look at it closely, I think the goggles have now turned into sunglasses on top of the head.
Yeah.
The double set of, like... when you... It's also because when you're wearing a helmet that has eye, like, visors... Putting a second set of visors on top of it is pointless. What is that doing? Why is that there? That's not even stylish. Also, it has I understand it's angel based, though, like trumpet of heaven or whatever, the horn of heaven that they have. Weird. Just weird. I don't know why that's there. It doesn't look like good. It's not a good like insignia. It could have just not had that.
This also looks like a complete form in comparison to like the other forms. Like
yeah,
I don't know how these forms are being developed.
It's got to be different people doing different things, right? It's got to be different teams doing.
Right. Like I mean, look at like stuff like Time Raptor,
right? Where it's just the top half. Time Raptor and OG Chama. Yeah.
Right, how these only, but we look at like Giga Zombie and
Angel Terra,
Angel, right? How these, right? It's like it's really weird. Like, man, who was designing this? Like, you know, right? Like these are definitely different design teams. I don't know. I think this Ryan Wayne Gold always is.
I mean, it's clean. It's clean. I just think there are certain additional pieces of the actual suit that take away the horn, take away the sunglasses. Could have been an easy S. Best I can give it right now is an A.
I would definitely, I would give this an A. You know, right as well. Yeah.
It's at least one that's fully completed
for me. Yeah. All right, but yeah, last this week's. Oh yeah, I don't know if you have a meme, but I do have a meme. So,
okay, go for it.
Pulse this real quick. Beep beep boop boop. Beep beep beep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't always get what we want in life, but you know.
Yeah, man. Look, man. Do you think the reason why we could have had they didn't make a child-sized Kamen Rider suit was because they already made too many other Kamen Rider suit this season? You know, right?
I mean, it's probably because they made too many fucking goddamn not even Kamen Rider suits, just forms for Gotchard. The pure amount that they've had to spend in R&D to give him add-on devices probably has bankrupted them already.
Man, oh good. Yeah, so look, the wiki finally updated with all the
Yeah, I saw it.
So, hey, look.
Oh, I saw it. It's a lot.
Yep,
it's a lot.
Yep. Hey, man, you know, remember when things was just simpler when it was only just Gotchard?
Yeah.
You know,
it was only going to be him, and then all of a sudden...
Man, it is a... Hey, look, you have a full Pokemon team and one just in case if someone dies and you need to go to the PC to get a backup.
If I need to go if I need to go back and get that Krabby that I caught on the beach that one time just as a fucking gag, I can bring him out and use him in the final league. What do you mean I don't remember that I caught a Krabby in episode 9 of Pokemon?
All right, that's this week's episode. All right. Okay, thanks, bye. So we originally had a different topic we were gonna talk about this week. You know, it
was a hell. Hey, look, there were a lot of things that we expected to do differently, and then shit happened. Yeah, shit happened.
Yeah, you know,
it was a long week last week. Last week was a wild fucking week.
Right, you know. Right, we finished the recording, you know, right, and then we finished last week's recording. The next day, we saw some news, you know.
Then the world lit on fire and fell in on itself, and then and then by the end of the week, Akira Toriyama was dead. So you know, really, a fun week all around. But you know,
Yeah, I wasn't expecting for all that stuff to happen. Well, within like a week's time, right?
But
that's the thing, right? To make
yeah.
hey man, is it morally wrong to take advantage of a company's hardship and falling times?
No, and here's
of
what I'd say:
clearance sales.
We're not taking advantage of them. We're taking advantage of these deals and savings, and I'll add
that they're giving.
That
they are the one that are giving.
They are the ones that are giving us.
I did buy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And now, did it happen to come serendipitously at the same time that we both had store credit that was about to expire this month? Mm-hmm. The world moves in mysterious ways.
Knew about if I didn't remind you of, right?
Yeah, no, the world acts in mysterious ways, Austin. I couldn't have predicted it, but we make the best of. It's like in Monster No, okay? You gotta. Sometimes things gotta die in order for you to make use of their parts to get your cool, your cool outfits and clothes. And let me tell you, made off like a bandit with a bunch of outfits and clothes this weekend. Holy shit! I am looking. All right, so man, so I will say, out of my purchases from the let's call it the Ashes of the Phoenix. Right, because it's a bird. It's a big flaming bird, right?
Yeah.
Out of my, God, how many? Okay, so I will say, are you looking at your order history from your stuff?
Yeah, I had. Yep.
Okay, so I only did one order. You told me you did two.
Yeah, I did too, right? I did one initial order when the FOMO started getting to me. I was like, uh-oh,
yeah.
I guess I need to order it now. But then if I had waited only like literally the next day, everything dropped down more.
Wait, so when did you make the purchase? Your first purchase?
So my first purchase was on the 8th.
Okay, wow. Oh, so yeah, you really went to avoid the FOMO. I did it the day
and then
after.
My second purchase was the 9th.
Yeah, I did it the 9th.
That's when everything started. Got way more discounted. I was like, damn, I could have waited.
That was the thing that I was like, I don't know how bad it. I mean, how much better or worse it. Well, how much less of a deal it was on the 8th. But boy, the 9th was fucking nuts.
Yeah, like I said, the worst part is I made my order at the 9th in the morning. All right, I made my order at the 9th
never make
11 a.m.
Never make it in the morning. Make it at
a big mistake.
Make it at let's see, 10:28 p.m. On a what was the 9th? That was Saturday. Yeah. So do it at 10:28 p.m. on a Saturday after drinking a sizable amount of liquor, and then fumble over and go, hey, there's and look at your girlfriend and go, hey, apparently there's a sale somewhere at this place that the Phoenix is going down. Let's check out apparently there's some crazy deals. And then pull it up on the big screen, like they do in Star Trek. We pulled it up on the monitor, right?
Yeah. You gotta get the whole layout. This is like when Obama was watching
Kill Osama. Yeah. So, because she was looking on the computer on the monitor with the TVs on. I was using my laptop monitor. We're both looking at deals. So, let's start with our net savings. Like total. You can combine your two orders, or you can tell me how much each one was.
All right, so my first order was $150, but remember, it's short credit.
Right. So
I got $110 off of that.
Right. So you only paid $40.
My first order was $40.
Okay.
Right. My second order, this is when I don't know what happened. I somehow got cucked by shipping on this. My shipping ended up being $25. So I'm not gonna include shipping. For this one, I'm going to ignore that. Right, but my second order was $50. Right?
Okay,
So
got away with.
I technically only spent $100.
So what was
right?
it?
I'm not counting shipping.
Yeah, but what were the prices of them before?
Let's see.
The discount.
Oh, does it say?
If you go to the order, if you go to your email for the order confirmation, and then you can click view your order, and under order summary, it itemizes everything, and it shows at the end subtotal, then discount, and then shipping, and then total.
Yeah. Let's see. So does it say for my subtotal? It doesn't show the item's original price. It only shows what the price
but it does show you what. So that's true. That's true. But the it doesn't show what the item's original price of what your order was, counting. Understanding that there was a sale, but it doesn't show the original price of the items. I know that.
Yeah. It only shows what their final sale. Like I got some T-shirts for $1.
Yeah.
Right? Insane price, by the way, for a shirt.
Yeah. So how many?
One of the things I did. One of my big nags was I bought some pins, right? I bought them for $1 each, thinking, oh wait, $1 for a pin? That's a crazy price. It turned out if I had only waited till let's say 10 what was it?
10:58 or 10:28 on a Saturday night,
PM, right? All those pins that was left were only a penny, so I lost out on $1.
Oh, were they a penny? Yeah. Okay, so I will say though, there were. I mean, to be fair though, you did. Get the full, you did get stuff before it sold out, because definitely some stuff was sold out by the time Molly and I got there. So for us, right, so the subtotal was $134. But again, store credit. $115 off, only paid $19. Shipping was free. Perfect. I don't know how many things you bought, because it seems like you bought more just based off of the fact that you got 40, but also it seems like you got, I mean, you have you have 2 orders too, but
my first order was big as fuck. I don't know what got me with $25 shipping on the second one. I did buy a poster. Maybe that could have been it. I did buy a print, All
right, so we don't have to.
I did buy a poster print.
We don't have to name the items, because that would oust the company that's dealing with problems right now. But do you have
but if our listener does a little detective work,
right? They should be able to figure this out.
Clues,
yeah,
and they should figure it out.
They should be able to crack that case wide open.
We're not here to relish. To relish on a company that's been failing for the last decade.
I wouldn't say the last decade. I'd say the last.
Nope, it was the last decade. Did you not read the article?
Oh, the art. Oh well. I mean, there's.
According to the article that was posted by a variety of sources.
Oh wait,
they have not been able to turn a profit since. For the last
I did not see that in the. Is it a second variety article, or is it the first one?
It was the first one. It was. Really
I gotta reread that article, because I just read the. Oh boy, that is rough.
Yeah, no. The article goes in detail how bad it has been.
I did not realize that. Anyway, I thought it was just the last 5. But anyway,
it is really bad. Yeah. People thought it was the pandemic that caused the downfall.
Yeah, or the bad times, or the bad things, the incidents in October. Of things.
But it wasn't. It turns out it's never one of those. Those might projected, But the ship was always sinking.
Yeah, well,
there was already holes.
There was a problem. The check engine light has been on for too long and was not being addressed. So I got 1, 2. I don't know if you can count how many items you got, but I got a pullover hoodie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shirts. Oh, 7 shirts actually, because one of them's a crew neck. A certain box set for a property about loving to eat.
Oh, I also got that same one too.
Did you pay $1 for it?
No, like I said, this is when my FOMO was getting free, and I got it at original sale price.
Yeah, see, I got it for $1.
Yeah,
which is a
was my fucked up,
which is a wild fucking thing.
Yeah. You know, like I said, I should have waited. You know, I thought it was already at an insane price.
Yeah,
right?
it turns out they can go lower.
To $1. It was already half off, and I was like thinking, man, 50% off is already a good deal. You know, and I don't feel bad.
Yeah, but
this is infinite.
Things can go lower. It turns out.
Sure.
It turns out. Yeah. I got those shirts. I got a certain card game that offers the chance of a 7-figure payout. And the expansion pack for it. Both of those were 10 cents each. I got 2 of a patch. Got a necklace for, I guess, Molly that's like $30. Got a patch that was $5. Got the charity soccer ball from 2 years ago, $1. Charity pin from 2 years ago, $1. A full-blown messenger bag commemorating the unfortunate 20th anniversary of a certain property, $5.
Yeah, I saw that too. I missed out on that. Yeah.
Somehow, a certain Catgirl-themed coin pouch is $10. But I guess that might not have been on sale, on sale as much, or maybe it was.
I've been watching. I've been looking at the store. For some reason, those properties have not. Those are still like full $20.
Probably because of those properties relating to that. There's a little bit.
Also because it was an artist. Because there was an artist collab with those shirts. So I assume that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then they threw in package protection, which was $3. So I got
I was like, I'll take that.
Yeah.
You know, sure.
Yeah, I got all of that for $19. I have this.
And free shipping.
My wardrobe's about to level up like crazy. It's going to be just a bunch. It's going to be a bunch of brand. I'm going to look like I work at the dead company. I have so much fucking shit.
All right, so I went through my so while you were going, I was going through in my background. So this is why so mine was 29 items total. Technically, it's 31 because I asked you to pick up 2 of those, but I'm not counting those.
Oh yeah, wait, what the fuck was it that you asked me to pick up? I forget.
Yeah, a shirt that where your place where you could be a king and
yeah.
You know,
I should have gotten another one of that.
Right, so so according to this, I bought 29. 14 of them were pins. I did not realize how many pins I bought. I bought a lot of pins. 14 pins, 10 shirt. There was an art book that they had on sale. They had a stupid bucket hat because I'm a bucket hat.
Oh yeah.
I love the idea.
I remember the bucket hats moment.
Yeah, instance. Hey, look, as it turns out, hey, I should stop wearing a pineapple bucket hat, you know, because apparently because I just thought pineapples are cool, but people think pineapples are cool for different reasons. I'm like,
who told you? How long were you wearing that and didn't know?
Because one of our good friends told me about it while I was at a certain event, you know. Right? I just thought pineapples were cool.
Did he tap you on the shoulder and go, "Well, you know, I can see you across the card shop, and was wondering if you wanted to hang out with me and my wife."
Yeah. So I definitely needed a new bucket hat, you know, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got a fanny pack, you know.
Oh, nice! You can be like the Rock.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I guess they had some swim trunks and stuff that was on discount. That was also $5. Like, yeah, I guess I'll get these swim trunks, you know, right? But yeah. I don't know what the original MSRP for all my stuff with is. Oh yeah, and I got that poster print that ended up fucking me with shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, man, I was like, what an expensive poster print that was, I guess. But yeah, I had a great. Hey, look, you know, look. Above all, I spent like $90, you know, for. I'm gonna assume originally was MSRP. Probably like 400.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, this was this would definitely have been fucking an insane thing to make this much of a purchase on any other given time. any other given time to buy this many things at once would be insane. The worst part, I just thought about, oh fuck, I thought about this after I did it. My shipping address, for, this, company is still at my mom's house. So sometime in the next,
whenever they get, hey, look, I'm not gonna rush them with getting up my stuff. You know,
yeah.
They might be going through a difficult.
They're going through a lot. They're going through a lot.
Bunch of other orders.
Yeah,
you know?
but
right?
but
It takes.
Yeah. That being said, I love the idea of unannounced. It's either gonna be a bunch of a bunch of boxes together, or one really fucking big box, right? Because it's all going to the same place, so you'd think that they would try to package it together. But if they package it together, that's gonna be a fucking. I mean, it's not like I didn't get like I didn't get a poster
Skateboard
I didn't get a
or
poster
anything
or
like that,
a skateboard so it's not like crazy. I think the biggest size-wise thing that I have in there is like probably the bag. Like everything else is like shirts. The soccer ball I assume is going to come deflated. That would be. I feel like that's kind of a weird thing to mail. I feel like there's probably rules about that you can't like mail something filled with pressurized air because it could explode or something. I
don't know. People buy sports balls on the internet. All the
I
time,
don't know. I don't know. Do they? Do they come out Do they come out full? I've never bought a sports ball not at a sports store and walked out with the ball. Then I do not know what the process is for ordering one online.
I'm pretty sure a ball has to come in fully inflated. You know.
I guess. But that just means that so it's either going to be a bunch of little boxes with shirts, and like a couple of medium-sized boxes with the other stuff, or one really fucking big box that's just going to come to my mom's house, and I won't know when it's going to be there until it gets there, and I'll just have to explain to my mom, hey, so there's some mail that might be coming in. It's going to look crazy. Don't worry, it was only $19, I promise.
Look, I use store credit, you know?
Yeah.
Also tell her, no. You don't understand. I was on
sale. It was on sale. It was all good. I would never. I would never make that mistake.
No. Look, they were practically begging me to buy it.
Some might say they have been begging people to do stuff for the last 6 months to a year, which should have been the exclamation point mark for everybody who was like, I can't believe this is happening. It's like, well, when every video ends with what feels like an NPR subscriber or donation drive, it's not a great sign.